Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Locke. This is White on the screen. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
Open man, it's Stacker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Look at me. Go. Switch. 25. Check switch. Go.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And some room to work. Giovanni Bernard. Nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Here's Locke. Stocker's got it. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping it from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Hey, lock it. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
54. Mike 54. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twist.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Mike 20. You're not ready. Topper. There we go, Mike 20. Check.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Great. Mike's right forward. Push him back. Push him back. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. You got 80 weapons. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 4. Check 4. Check 9. Check 9. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
On first down, Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On second down, Bernard. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Set. 60 or. I think you got it, sir. Check. Protein spill.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
He'll look to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. On first down, Luck. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Luck. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Get in the weight room. Check. Cross.
Here's Locke. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 3rd down. Locke completes it to Lee. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Open man is Higgins. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
I'm going back to you. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Go out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, look at me. Zipper.
In your face.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, defense.
Big Griffin. Big Griffin.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Yes.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go.
20, Mike 20. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
14, Patriots, nothing.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Yard line just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
it.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Look at me. Go. 10.
Again, it's Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready? 50, plant. 5.
Hey, Mike 20.
You can't block me. Mike 20. It's now.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tighten up. Slam. Check. 5.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Bernard, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 20. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with. Go.
Back to throw. Open man is lost, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stop your body. Kill.
Hey, lock it. Rush in. Defense.
Again, it's Mixon, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. but not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, and the Patriots get a... And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's 17-7. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
X3, 218, chop it. Switch. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Greystone, travel. Mike 54. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Green brings it in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run again with Bernard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Go! Lucky! Sponge!
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a carry for Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Look at me. Go. Check 15.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive. So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Andrew Luck in the offense. down by 13, 47 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Lott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Extra point good by Hopkins. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Check. Walk 54. I'm here all. Fair, snap.
Here's Bernard. And he's got Rome. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw